name is Beston. I live in Cape Town. Also, I do delivery. Interbet helped me to realize my dreams. Now I have my own delivery vehicle and I'm able to do the removal in and around Cape Town.
Welcome to the shortlist segment part of our show where Deez and myself will guide you through our shortlist selections for the racing on the 14th of February at Hollywood Bets Gravel on the Poly track. And starting with my shortlist, my suggested place accumulator bankers. The first of those comes up in race number 3 on the card, which is the first leg of the pick 6. And I've gone with horse number 5, Giambattista. He's run 2 seconds in his last 2 starts, beaten by 0.2 lengths on both occasions. He steps up in trip to the 1600 meters, which I think is going to suit him, and he should be right there, and he should be a horse that contests the finish. Moving on to race number 5 on the card, qualified maiden plate. Horse number 2, Alma Mater. He's taken 21 starts and he's still in the maiden ranks. He could well shed his maiden tag at the 22nd time of asking. He's a horse that's been consistent of late, never too far off the action. In this type of race, he does have the best form on paper, and I think Alma Mater, he should be in the top 3. Moving on to race 7, where I've gone with horse number 5, Karoo Lark. He races in the red and white colours of Mrs. and Mr. Rattray. Karoo Lark, he was comfortably out at the weight last time out, but he ran a cracker, only beaten 2 lengths. And I think he would certainly be more competitive in this sort of lineup. He takes a drop in the average rating column and a drop in class. He does well in Class C, in C Division, 2 wins and 3 seconds from his 8 starts. So despite 60.5 on his back, I think Karoo Lark is going to go extremely close to winning, and he will be the third of my suggested place accumulator bankers. Then my 2 horses to watch out for. First of those comes up in race number 2 on the card, where I've gone with the 5, Auntie Lizzie. She has no weight on her back, only 50.5, as Caden Brewer claims 2.5 kgs. She has the beating of the likes of Social Butterfly, Nikia, Kalulo, and Vivid Jet at the weights, and even the likes of Lady Catherine. So I think Auntie Lizzie is going to be extremely competitive in this lineup with only 50 on the back, and should offer some nice value at around 7-1 in the market. Then moving back to race 7, where the 8, Farland. Now he's a horse that continues to drop in the ratings. He returns to the Poly track, a surface that he has won twice on before from his 13 starts. Craig Zaki has ridden him twice before for 2 faults. As I mentioned, the rating drop is on a mark of 77, so I think he's going to be competitive, and the key for me, I think, is a drop in trip to 1400, which I think is going to suit him a lot better than the 1600, and I'm looking for a nice run from horse number 8, Farland, who should offer you some nice value at around 16-1 in the market. But these, unlike me, you have found a suggested pick 6 banker. I'm not as confident on Alma Mater as you are, but tell us more about your shortlist for Monday's racing.
Yeah, thanks, Rahil. And we'll go to my shortlist now, which will begin in race number 1. And that's going to be specially selected from the stable of Paul Lafferty. It looks the right field for him. There's only one danger in the race, which is the filly, Ladies' Day. But I think against this type of field, if he doesn't win, well, surely he has to run second. That will be specially selected as the suggested bipod banker that begins in race number 1. Place accumulator bankers, well, I've gone with 2 of them. The horse that we both in agreement with, in fact, the both horses that we're in agreement with is place accumulator banker. Giambattista in race number 3 looks the right field, and the distance is no issue for him as well. Wendy Whitehead, Diego de Gavea. Against that field, I think if he doesn't win it, Giambattista, because he looks like the right horse in the field, then he will definitely run into the top 3. Alma Mater in race number 5 is a suggested bipod banker, a place accumulator banker, and I've added him as a pick 6 banker as well. The reason being is simple. I think he's definitely a bipod and a place accumulator banker. Pick 6 players, they'll be on the fence with him. 50-50, I would presume it will be when it comes to structuring their bets here in race number 5. Is either you bank horse number 5, Alma Mater, or you're going to be playing the field, because it looks like a tricky race. If you look past him, he does set the standard when it comes to the form that he represents in black and white. That's race number 5, horse number 2, Alma Mater. Okay, if he doesn't win, what's going to happen there? Well, it looks like an absolute minefield. My suggestion is play the field, but if you're looking for horses to include and you're not in the camp of Alma Mater, 8, 4 and 5 will be the horses that will get my vote, along with horse number 3, 8, 4, 5 and 3. And then I've just picked out one horse to follow, and it comes up in race number 7. Now, Rahil has gone with 2 horses that he's given for the show in race number 7. He's given Karulak as a place accumulator banker, and he's also given a horse called Farlan as one to follow. And my horse comes up in this race as well as a horse to follow. And that is horse number 7, Ralph the Rascal, who I think is going off his best trip now. Been racing over 1,600 meters his last 2 runs. Excuse me, now goes over 1,400 meters, which looks to be his best distance. Horse number 7, Ralph the Rascal. Informed stable, informed jockey. And now that Rahil has given you 2 horses in the race, I've given you 1 horse in the race. Well, why not box all 3 and play a boxed exacta or whatever bet you fancy? You got 3 nice horses that we both feel could be competitive in race number 7. But before we close the shortlist of this week's show, Rahil Radhakrishna, it is Monday the 14th of February. What day is it?
Valentine's Day, that's the day that it is, and as I mentioned, Kurula could be the right horse for you.
Now, Valentine's Day, you know, my wife, 27 years, we good, we fine, we are going to do a little celebration. The lovely lady out there, you don't want to give her a nice message on air?
Please, you're putting me on the spot here.
Who's this? Give the lovely lady a message out there.
No, I think that should wait for another time.
No, I'm just pulling your leg, Rahil. Always a pleasure. He's a young man. He's got the whole road ahead of him. And he's still playing the field. Our good friend, Rahil Radhakrishna. We wish him all the best. And from myself, Dees Dayanan, on behalf of Rahil Radhakrishna, until we meet again, break a leg. Have a fantastic Monday if you're racing at Hollywood Bets Greyville. Until next time, you take care. Salanik Ashley.
Good fun. Days like these are great. You get the whole industry together, and to have, you know, companies and corporations like Interbet and Cape Racing who are so generous with sort of time and energy into making a day like this possible is it's fantastic for everyone.